Chargers, it is story time. I finally said that sentence correctly. I definitely did not have to redo that sentence before this. Definitely not. Oh, but anyway, time for the story about MLB. It's an MLB story. So I think that we can all agree in the NFL, because that's like changing gears, the NFL has had a problematic catch rule that's kind of been plaguing the game for a while. And if you don't know that, then I don't think you've been paying attention to football that much, so you might not, this won't be the episode for you, but if you don't know that, just go look it up yourself, because I'm not going to explain any further. That's what the story is about. So, the MLB also has a catch problem as well. And this rule doesn't come up that much. Like, I'm gonna be honest. It happens every day, and no one talks about it. Like, if you give 50 cents, you can convince the umpires to stop catch rule abuse. No, I'm not that commercial. So, the actual catch problem here. The rule states in a paraphrased way that if a player on defense catches the ball and has firm possession of a ball flying in the air, it is a catch unless the player used a item of clothing such as a baseball cap, a protector, I don't know exactly what that is, or his pockets. So basically, you can't use anything but part of your clothes to directly catch the ball. So, this did come up one case for the Phillies. And I'm sorry, there's no good name in this story. There's no good fake names I can make fun of in this story. But we have a game between the Phillies and a team I don't know. They're not important, the Phillies are. So, Austin Barnes on the other team, he hits kind of like that weird ground ball where it doesn't necessarily, like, hit the ground. It kind of, like, floats a little bit in the air, so it's not, like, considered to be a ground ball. The pitcher, Nick Pivetta, kind of backs up a little bit, and he hits it kind of right to him, and somehow it ends up going into his shirt. Like, kind of like, I don't know how it does, but it does. It goes into his shirt, and it's considered to be a catch. It was the last down, everyone goes off the field. However, if you were not paying attention and maybe sleeping, I did mention that you are not allowed to use a piece of clothing to catch the ball. That's not a catch, because guess what? People were mad and decided to have no fun. So the umpires actually didn't notice this and they let it go. However, that should technically have been not a catch. And you probably think that there's some big punishment here, but for this particular rule, there's actually no punishment. It's just to keep the play alive. You didn't technically catch it. You have to field the ball in. So, yeah, this guy who somehow managed to catch it in his shirt, was like, oh, okay, that counts. Totally no rule against that. However, it's not the only rule associated with this. There are a couple more side rules. I'll get to the least funny one first. There's a funny one after this. But if the rule kind of states that if you intentionally try to catch it with an item of clothing, the runners get 3 bases on you, which could be a grand slam if the guy hits a single and you try to catch it, and tuck it in. But anyway, if you try, if you just open your shirt, make it, turn it into a net, and then grab the ball, yeah, you can't do that, and it's an extra penalty of 3 bases. This is the funniest side rule ever, but if the ball's getting thrown in, and an infielder throws his glove and bats it out of the air, that's a 2-base penalty. But it's kind of funny that, I imagine the second baseman, they're trying to, turn a double play. He gets the ball from a shortstop, passes it to him, and the shortstop, sees, a hawk in the distance, panics, throws the glove, and then the second baseman throws in and hits the glove. And they're like, dude, why are you throwing it against us? We're on your team. He's like, sorry, I got scared again. And it's like, hey, you get punished for punishing your own team. But yeah, that's how you get punished. That's the only way to punish your team, by punishing your team. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, but that's what it is. And real quick before I go, I had thought that someone wanted to Harlem Globetrotter baseball, and this is the reason the rule exists. And I'm going to end it there. I think that's definitely what happened. I don't know that. Look it up yourself. I'm sorry. I'm out of time. Yeah, but anyway, that's it for this episode of Podcast Sports Reverse. I hope you guys enjoy. I have to do S-Backs today, along with most of you watching. And yeah, I'm out.